Oh. It's not going to reach, is it?
Don't know. No, it's not. It's just going to go out of reach. And we are back.
All you see is your big boob.
Could you not say that on the live stream?
Nobody's watching.
I don't care. People can still go and look at that.
They're probably like, we're not getting back here. So in a shocking turn of events, an absolutely shocking turn of events, Jade found a car charger that still works. And I gotta be honest, I didn't like ending the stream the way it did, just going off air. Something didn't feel right about that. And so here we are to properly wrap things up over the next 5 or 10 minutes here and call it a night. We are on our way home. And we legitimately just seen a prostitute. That's right. A prostitute came up and asked us if we wanted a date. To which Jade said, "You cannot afford us." Okay, so maybe the second part of that didn't happen, but the first part did. We seen a prostitute, yeah. Ooh.
She was just leaving one of her clients, and man, was he sketchy.
I'll take my drink.
Yeah. Frank says, "How did you guys make it across the border? Because we look like we're in Sketchville."
Is that what he said?
No, he only says, "How did you make it across the border?" But I'm adding the Sketchville part.
Check this out.
Or are we playing prostitute, like crackhead or...
Crackhead or prostitute?
Crackhead or down on their luck?
No, we're going to go over this really old, bumpy bridge that probably shouldn't be in commission anymore and probably isn't the safest. No. Looks like there's weird lights up there. So...
This is where we filmed the Halloween fan film where Rima was screaming and people just kept walking.
Yeah, this bridge right here is where you see some of the photos that we were showing the other day. Yeah, totally safe. Not.
I hate this bridge. Okay. Whee!
I thought more people would come back. I guess not. They were done with us. We were right around 20.
Frank says, "Yay, off-roading."
Off-roading, huh? I mean, we can drive under the bridge and back up.
Oh, gosh. So we can see more prostitutes.
Look how sketchy this is.
This is actually where it was filmed.
Actually, yeah. Fun fact, guys. I wish more people were in here right now. We lost some of it. We're gonna come down from the long way here so people can appreciate this more. It filmed right here in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada for a good portion of it. And I'm going to take the long way down. And we're going to take you down a couple of streets where it filmed. So that's a little fun. Let's go down. Let's have some fun driving down.
That should be a whole nother video. Is us just visiting locations.
Filming locations?
Yeah.
There's a lot of movies that have filmed here. X-Men filmed here.
Parkwood.
Billy Madison filmed here.
Parkwood.
It Chapter 1 filmed here.
All
and
over.
2, actually.
Ready or Not, the horror movie that came out like last year, Parkwood. That's actually a Blumhouse.
It is a popular place to go for filming. So, for about a month, you see like all of the production trucks in the area, and they're parked over in the parking lot over there. They had front row seats to Hooker Central. I guess I shouldn't speak too negatively about stuff like that. Some people have I think you always have a choice, but yeah. So right here, this shot here coming down this street that shows the bridge is one of the streets it was shot on. They used this street primarily in the flashback with the kids. And you'll notice specifically the bridge and the street signs that are on it. Oh, hooker or prostitute?
I think it's a guy. Oh, no, it's a girl prostitute. Oh, she's walking? Yeah.
And she's looking for work, too. Anybody else see that? Oh, I don't like what's ahead of me, though.
That's like 5 people right there. Turn the corner. Turn the corner.
Little street gang. It's the ghetto of Oshawa. So
When somebody says the dirty schwa, that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, whenever Toronto Freddy throws out the schwa, that area we just drove down, I can't believe they actually filmed there. They must have had security off the rails.
We are back. I found a car charger in the glove department that was able to work. So we hooked you back up. He's still using his phone, Saturn. Frank says Sean and his Hollywood maps.
Sean and his Hollywood maps. So up here is another street they filmed down. Just off of Court Street here. Do you remember where the house is?
They demolished the house, but it was at the dead end here.
Was it on Banting? Or?
I don't know. I know that it was around this area because I remember being like, I'm not walking, it's super sketch.
So the actual It house, specifically in the first movie, was used. The first movie, meaning the movies that just came out. They specifically used this street here, and then the house itself, I
think it goes
believe.
down this one. No, not down this one. This one has no street. Next one? Yeah, the next one.
I don't think it was the next one.
It is this one, because it has the field across from it. Or the field that they had the cars in. Yeah, it was this one, because that's the dead end there. They filmed the actual house that it was in was on this street.
Where did they build the house?
At the end of the road. Like, so after the stop sign, keep going down, and it was at the corner there.
Gotcha.
And you couldn't get down this fucking area. Well, you could to see the house, but you had to park like 2 blocks away.
Yeah. Yeah, see, this makes a lot of sense, because I think the house would have been...
The house was on the lot here. And they had cars in there. So the house was actually where this White House was. Oh, sorry. Where the fire
right here.
is.
Yeah, right here is where the house was. I know you guys can't really see. I'm going to try to back up here. So it doesn't look like it now, but right here, this field here, is where the It house is, which makes sense because if you look in the movie, it comes up the side road there. All right, who wants to go for a drive along to Toronto to go see the Black Christmas? No, I'm kidding. Because I have no idea where the Black Christmas house is in Toronto. Go play Nicky Nicky Nine Doors on Dave at this late at night. That'll go over well. I'll tell him it was Frank Riker's idea.
Frank says on the left you'll see the crack dealer, and on the right you see a whore. What the hell is happening in there?
Whoa. Anybody else see this?
Should we call somebody? Or
I don't know. Is this something you call the police over or what? This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Oh, I just kind of want to sit here and watch. How big of a super chat for Jade to get out of the car and go knock on the door?
I'll do it for $5.
$5? No, $500 maybe.
I'll do it for $5.
Anybody else think this is utterly fucked right now?
And the light's solid. Was there just a demon fucking possession in there?
That was fucked. You seen it first here on a Fandom Empire drive along.
Fuck, what the hell?
Wow. Oh, look at the moon, guys.
The moon looks so cool.
I don't know if you can see the moon. Hang on, there's a tree in the way. Everyone's like, hey, if we go outside, we can see the moon too, just so you guys know. The moon's not just in Oshawa. That was fucked. Wow, I'm glad we came back on air and got that on camera. That was messed up.
Let's get back to that chat. Flitter says, you're back? Yes. What film was shot in this area? A bunch of films were shot in this area. Oshawa is actually a really popular place to film. Like Sean was saying, both chapters 1 and 2 were filmed in Oshawa/Port Perry, which is about 20 minutes away.
Yeah, where we just drove was It Chapter 1, It Chapter 2, and now on our way home here, we're going to show you where a bunch of the X-Men movies were filmed, Billy Madison, and a couple other movies were filmed at the Parkwood Estate. We're not going to be able to get in, but we can certainly drive to the area.
Saturn says, have you ever visited the Myers house?
No, man. The only place I've ever been to in the States is New York, so it's on the bucket list, though. It's on the bucket list for sure.
Then Frank says, not for Canada. I don't know what he means, not for Canada.
Not for Canada. Yeah, I don't know where you're going with that, Frank. We're probably reading your message way too late.
Probably. Going back to the chats that we couldn't get to before the phone died. They asked, what's your favorite rock band?
Did you ever answer that or no?
I did, but you can just answer it again.
Favorite rock bands, and I mean, some might not consider this rock, but Guns N' Roses, Linkin Park, The Offspring. But, like, I love a lot of shit, guys. I love Queen, AC/DC, Rolling Stones, all that stuff.
Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion.
No, not in the least.
Intel says Canada looks like a nice place, and then you fucking see what we just saw. You're just like, never mind. It's downtown Detroit. Leave me alone.
Did he say that?
No,
Wow. Yeah, we're back. Jade found a phone charger. What's it?
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion. Da, 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 da.
Okay, that's enough.
Da, da,
that's enough.
There's where Jade's sister works.
She works with old people to our right. Flinner says Miley Cyrus for me. I actually love Miley Cyrus.
Ugh.
I love her.
She's something.
Saturn says Breaking Benjamin, Tool, Linkin Park, 3 Days Grace, and much more.
It's a solid list, man. Solid list.
My favorite thing right now, with Sean's older son Zachary being like 12, is that he's listening to a lot more music, but he listens to like older music. So he'll come home to our place and he'll be like, Jade, have you ever heard of My Chemical Romance? Jade, have you ever heard of Simple Plan? Jade, have you ever heard of this band? And I'm just like, yes, I love them all. Let me rephrase my 12-year-old, let me relive my 12-year-old emo phase. Flinner says, would you consider Elton John rock?
Some Elton John. Yeah, I think that's fair. Older Elton John for sure, though. Maybe not so much more modern stuff. So we are coming up to a set of lights, guys. And right after that set of lights, you're going to have to look on your left-hand side. You're not going to see much. Actually, you're probably not going to see anything, if I'm being honest.
It's basically surrounded by bushes.
It's surrounded by bushes, but here's the lights. And then you have the lanes of traffic going the other way. So if you're looking on the left over there where the traffic's coming at us, behind there is the Parkwood Mansion, which if you Google what films has the Parkwood Mansion in Oshawa been in, you'll get a long list of them. Multiple X-Men movies, Billy Madison, etc., you name it.
And that's the hospital where our son was born, that we're turning into for some reason.
Just need to turn around.
Okay.
I didn't want to go all the way back up.
Frank says, what movies are a tearjerker for you? For me, it's Marley and Me does it.
Tearjerker. Oh, man.
Man, I cried like a little bitch during Toy Story 4. And it might have been the pregnancy hormones at the time, but we went to the drive-in to see it with my sister, and I was crying my eyes out to the point where, like, Sean literally was just like, somebody's going to think you got killed. Stop it.
There's not a lot of movies that get to me that way. And I think one of the problems with the movies are you don't spend too much time with characters. But TV series kill me at times. Like, they absolutely gut me, Frank. Like this, I thought Sons of Anarchy tailed off in quality in their last couple of seasons dramatically. And spoiler alert here for Sons of Anarchy. But actually, I won't even get into the spoilers. Some people might want to watch it. I highly recommend it. You don't need to be into, bikes and tattoos and all that stuff to enjoy Sons of Anarchy. Not in the least. It's one of my favorite shows to rewatch. But the season finale, and something happens where there's a farewell between certain characters, and it utterly guts me. Every time I see it, I tear up, basically.
Sorry, just because we're passing it again, Parkwood will be on our right.
Yes, Parkwood's on our right. I'll try to slow down by the gate for you guys, but it might look suspicious if there's police in the area. So here we go. Look on the right. Look on the right, guys. Look on the right. There's the gates right there.
And it goes all the way around. Are you turning at the corner?
Yeah.
It goes all the way around and down. It's like a fucking block large.
Yeah, it's a huge estate.
And inside there's like so many like trap doors and stuff. My grandpa Walt actually helped to build it like way back when, or like did maintenance or something with it. And he was saying that like they have like secret doors and like a bunch of shit in there.
Bowling alley, etc. Toronto Freddy's like, I thought your phone died. Toronto, our phone did die.
And then Jade came to the rescue. You're welcome.
Jade found a phone charger.
See, all this green side to the right is Parkwood.
Yeah, all this green fence here is Parkwood, guys. It's still going. This is how big this estate is.
Still going.
Still going. We're actually going to turn down. You won't see anything still, but this is the other areas. Toronto Freddy, you missed it, man. You're going to have to go back and look. But we went to the real parts that people consider the schwa. We seen a prostitute, a gang.
We saw lights flickering, demon possession.
Oh my God, you got to go back and see the lights flickering in this house, man. We thought it was a full-on demon possession. Shit you not. It was insane. And we showed people where It Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 were both filmed.
Saturn says, what would you do if Michael Myers dies and Halloween ends?
If I'm being honest, Saturn, I'm kind of expecting Michael Myers to die and Halloween ends. I don't want it to happen. I don't think it should happen. But if I'm betting money, I think it's going to happen.
Jughead Jones says, I know this will never happen, but what would happen if they release Halloween Kills trailer in October unannounced?
Trailer?
Yep.
I think that there's a good chance the trailer will get released.
Oh, is this the golf course?
It is the golf course. We're going to pull around in it. Uh-oh.
Oh, God. What the fuck? Why is there just a random fucking person in the middle of the golf course?
I don't know. We are turning around.
Please
I think Toronto Freddy said you guys went all the way out to Port Hope. We went to Bowmanville before we turned around, man. But no, common misconception is only parts of It Chapter 1 and 2 were filmed in Port Hope. A decent chunk of it was filmed right here in Oshawa, man.
He says, my dad was born in the Schwa.
Toronto Freddy?
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome.
And then Flinner says the other stream still says it's live and hasn't uploaded. Seems glitched. Yeah, it's because the phone died. We're going to have to figure that out when we get home on our laptop or on the computer.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried about that, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm hoping we don't lose the super chats from that. Either way, it's been fun. But, yeah, I'm going to have to pull it up on the computer and see what I can do about that.
Frank says, I've only been to Niagara Falls in Canada.
Frank, you've been to the fall side of Canada? That's awesome, bro.
What did you think? How did that go? I want to push Sean over.
What?
Just kidding. But I do want to do the Maid of the Mist thing with you. That's where you get to go in the boat and go underneath the falls.
It's always seemed massively dangerous to me.
And Saturn says, I've never been to Canada. It's overrated.
It's not. It's good stuff. Overrated. You're overrated.
Your mom's overrated.
Yep.
And to the right is where we got our family photos done.
That's
where
actually
Sean...
the left, but
Sorry, to the left.
Jade is directionally challenged, so bear with her.
To the left is where we got our family photos done, where Sean insisted on wearing a Michael Myers shirt and his face poked out in every single photo. Freddie says, I don't think it would affect the super chats. It goes into an account, doesn't it?
Most of the times, dude, but you gotta watch Google with things, man. I've heard of people losing their super chats, so I hope it doesn't affect it.
I mean, if not, would it just get refunded to the people?
I have no idea with Google. You don't know.
Yeah.
And in fact, just so you know, so you guys know, so how this is works is we only get about 55 to 57% of the money you guys donate. The rest is taxes and Google's cut. But the other part is, so the money that you guys have donated today through various streams, we won't see that money until more than likely sometime in the month of October. So it's not like, hey, it's in our account or anything of that sort.
Saturn says, looks a lot like America. Yeah. It does.
Were you expecting like just a bunch of Mounties walking the street on horses or igloos or anything
Polar
like
bears.
that?
To the left is a restaurant called Teddy's. They have really good sandwiches.
Sandwiches?
Yep.
Is that what we're calling them now?
Sandwiches. Frank says, look at Wendy's. Look, a Wendy's. Wendy's is that way.
How did you see Wendy's from there, Frank? Wendy's is like 7 stores up the opposite way. Do you like living in Oshawa? Is it a nice place? Oshawa has a really bad reputation. But when you look at it statistically, there are far worse places that you could live in Canada. I've lived in Oshawa most of my life. I like it because it's what I'm used to. It's what I know. All in all, I can't really complain other than the fact we live under a very basket case of a neighbor. So,
I mean, I lived in Oshawa for like 99% of my life. I moved away for 2 years and then moved right back. But I don't know. It's all right.
You guys want to go to the lake before we go home?
Sure, why not?
Let's go see Lake Ontario.
Freddie says, "Oh, you're right where I used to live on Gladstone. Where's Gladstone?"
I'm not sure. We're on Park Road right now, Freddie. Park Road. Now we're at Park and Gibb.
Gas is 90.
Actually, hey, Toronto Freddie, for shits and giggles, buddy, we're going to do this just for you. We're going to show you what the Oshawa Center looks like now.
By Teddy's.
Let's have a look at what the Oshawa Center... So this is our main mall in this city. Toronto Freddie hasn't been here in a long time, so this might be a shock to him.
Frank says I saw it because I'm driving behind you.
That would be freaky as shit, dude. Freaky stuff. Intel Wild never came back, did he?
No, he did not.
Probably has no idea we're live. Oh, I can't see what anybody said.
Do they still have talking garbage cans?
Who said that?
Freddie.
I have no idea.
What do you mean talking garbage cans? Do you mean like trash people? Because, I mean, everywhere has trash people.
Oh, old 5-liter Mustang. Look at that. Sweet. We're at the Oshawa Center.
So that's where Zellers used to be.
Oh, yeah. So Toronto Freddie. This is Zellers. You remember Zellers at the OC? Look at this.
It's now a parking garage.
It's a fucking parking garage, man. Which, for shits and giggles, we can drive under and come back up the other side.
You can't go through all the way through. You have to go up and over by the...
Oh, no, I know that.
Oh, okay.
We're literally driving through where Zeller's used to be.
Oh, the OC used to have garbage cans that would thank you for not littering. No, they haven't had those in a while.
All right. Let's go to the toy aisle.
Fun fact, just because the first time we ever brought gents into the mall, we parked in that parking space.
People are probably watching us.
Thinking, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Oh, look at that. It's a mall entrance. Catch me up on the chat.
Yeah, okay. Flinner says, have you ever heard of Cornwall, Ontario? That's where I grew up. Small city
look at
in
that
Eastern
moon.
Ontario. The moon is amazing. You can't. The camera doesn't even do it
Yeah,
justice.
the camera doesn't do the moon justice right now, guys. Step outside your house and look at the moon. It's amazing. Yeah, I've heard of Cornwall, Ontario, man. There's a bunch of popular hockey players from there. And even though this says do not enter, buses expected, guess what? I'm entering.
Oh, suck it, law.
And just be like, I'm a bus driver. I can enter.
He goes, that's the mall I went to when I saw Batman 89 10 times in the theater. Do you want to see the theater now? It's non-existent.
Yeah, there's no theater anymore, man. They got rid of it. Fucking blasphemy. I loved that theater. Famous Players. Little arcade upstairs. I used to love the long climb up those stairs. I missed that.
Saturn says, I went to Spirit Halloween and Party City today. Did you get anything cool?
Yeah, what was your haul, man? And this Toronto Freddy is what the Oshawa Center looks like now on most sides.
This is where the Kelsey's and the movie theater was. And the East Side Mario's.
Yeah, we're basically where the movie theater was.
We're going that way.
I'm going to do a semicircle. Come up the other way. Okay. Or a full circle, not a semicircle.
Whee!
Alrighty, catch me up on the chat.
Zach Gaxola
Yeah, I got you.
said favorite Toy Story film -4. Yeah,
Wait, his is 4?
that's what he said. Yes.
Oh man, well, definitely not 4. For me, my favorite Toy Story film is probably Toy Story 1, the original.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason that. No, I like them all. Well, I can't even say any one in particular. Frank said they paved Paradise and put up a parking lot.
Oh, Frank the Tank.
Saturn says I got some skeletons.
Got some skeletons.
From Spirit Halloween and
Did the stream cut out when I was about to say the thing about Toronto Freddy earlier?
No, it went all the way through.
So they
Yeah, and he said, no worries, bud. Or it's
about him
cool,
being
bro.
in the fan film?
Yeah.
I gotta admit, guys, we're really, really, really excited to be doing a Halloween fan film again. We're also a bit nervous. We think we have the tools in place in the community to support it. Whenever you do any sort of crowdfunding project, there's some nerves on how it's gonna go. I'm hopeful that you guys, the great community we've grown here at Fandom Empire, are going to come out and support us on Indiegogo and help us reach our goal, which is not set yet, but right now we're probably in the 5,000 to 7,000 range, Canadian that is, maybe even 8,000 Canadian. And we're hoping enough people come out and support it that we hit those goals. And if we do, it's really going to allow us to go out and make a 1-hour Halloween 4 sequel maybe a little bit more. We're gonna have a bunch of great perks for you guys. It's gonna be a blast. Again, I can't stress enough, it's not going to look like what It's Me Billy looks like. It's just not possible. We don't have the experience Dave and Bruce have. We do have some experience, and Ray has way more than I do. But we're not going to have that kind of budget to do what they're doing. But we also hope that it's not going to look like something you've just filmed in your backyard either. I think we're going to deliver you guys a awesome story and a cool sequel to Halloween 4 that does have a really sort of interesting idea behind it and how we approach the continuation of the Halloween 4 story and mythology.
And just so Freddy doesn't get mad at me, what he actually said is, it's totally cool.
It's totally cool.
Totally cool.
What else we got in the chat? I've seen a few come up.
He said, Zach says, Sean, do you have a problem with Toy Story 4? Blasphemy.
Yeah. My problem with Toy Story 4 is I didn't think it was any good.
I don't think you're any good. Folsom Protector. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing this.
Folsom Proctor?
Proctor.
He's been on here before, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But, yeah, whatever. So, do you know if they are worried about the MPAA with H kills? I heard there was a kill that people thought would make it past the MPAA.
I can tell you, man, there are a couple of kills in that movie, the way that they read on that script and what I've heard from our sources, that there was heavy talk that they might have to go back and reshoot or redo or heavily edit. Halloween Kills is an extremely violent movie, and yet still finds a way to...
Oh, are you going to bring them to where we met in the...
Really?
Sorry, go ahead.
To pay homage to the original Halloween film.
To the little parking spot where we would hang out.
Oh, down there by your work?
No, by my work at the lake.
Oh, yeah, probably in around that area.
Okay,
I say there should be still some more chests.
Freddie says that shit was groundbreaking for 1995. I think he was talking
Toy
about
Story.
Them. Oh, yeah, okay.
Toy Story 1995 for sure.
Frank says, I went to Spirit Halloween to get fake webbing, but found out it was a bag of old man's pubes. I knew they would get them back in stock.
I always wait for some idiot cop to pull you over for nothing. I'd love a cop to pull us over right now when we're live streaming, just to see them get caught doing something crooked.
Zach says, favorite Clone Wars season, minus season 4.
5, Zach, absolutely. I love Clone Wars season 5. I think it's amazing.
Flinner says, do you have a favorite director? Mine would be Dave Fincher.
Favorite director? Oh, I love Star Wars, so I love George Lucas. I love Irvin Kershner, but I mean, if I'm talking all-time favorite director, man, we're definitely looking at probably Christopher Nolan. I love Chris Nolan. I thought Tenet was great. Yeah, Nolan.
Saturn says MPAA is a bunch of ninnies.
Yeah.
And then we're up to date.
Toronto Freddy says Wes Craven. That makes sense, man. Nightmare, Scream, you name it. You name it. Well, I guess I'll just ask the chat. There's 13 of you in here right now, it looks like. 14. We announced the Halloween 4 sequel fan film today. How excited are you guys for this fan film? We showed off some images the other day of a fan film that we attempted.
Turn down your fucking lights. Jeez.
We showed some Jade with her road rage.
Are you trying to blind me?
50 begins and there's a cop behind me, so I'll go down to 50. We showed off some images of what we attempted, but just in general, guys, you excited that we've announced an Indiegogo campaign and a Halloween 4 fan film? Do you not really care? We'd love to know where the interest is. We think there's a lot of people that are interested. Again, we have some fan servicey things planned, but overall, we think we have a really good story plan for what we intend to do.
Zach says best X-Men film. Please say Logan.
Best X-Men film. If I had a top 3, man, I'm going Logan. I'm going X-Men Days of Future Past. And I'm going probably X2. Just for shits and giggles, so everybody knows there is a police officer following us around right now. And he's decided that we're of no interest of him and he's turning away, but he was following us for a bit.
Frank says, gotta go, guys. Baby woke up, but love y'all.
Take it easy, Frank.
Bye, Frank. Freddie says, I'm excited to be in it. Even still, I will support.
Was he the only one that commented on
it? No, Saturn also says, looking forward to it. And I'll be back says, looking forward to it.
Awesome stuff, guys. Awesome stuff. Can't wait to do it. Oh, Frank's gonna miss out on the lake.
Oh, Frank.
We're like 2 minutes away from the lake, Frankie.
Oh, well.
Frankie boy.
He can always go back and rewatch it.
Not that you'll see anything. It's probably too dark.
Yeah, it's too dark to see the fucking lake. Whatever. To the right was actually the street we used to live on.
Further back, yeah.
Folsom says, I hate when people who don't turn off high beams. I fucking hate it. I have a little bit of road rage, though, so whatever.
Jade and I were talking about that last night. We definitely noticed the connections between New Mutants and Logan. The problem is it didn't, line up properly because New Mutants was supposed to come up forever ago. But, I think when they show the Essex Corporation on the computer, it's supposed to be the... Oh, man, I'm talking spoilers about a movie that's just recently out. Apologies. I'm going to talk spoilers for New Mutants here. We haven't given anything away yet, really. So spoilers for New Mutants for the next 30 seconds or so. When they show the Essex Corporation on the computer, I think it's supposed to be this big whoa moment, but Logan came out fucking 3+ years ago, and it's oh, I had to think about that for a second. And the biggest connection to Logan was the scene where it shows the kids being dragged into the rooms and stuff. So they were noticeable, but probably not as noticeable as they were supposed to be because this film has been just uttered with turmoil.
Saturn says, who would win in a fight, Laurie Strode or Sidney Prescott?
Oh, I mean, if you look at what Laurie is in Halloween 2018, Laurie would turn Sidney inside out.
Flinner says, did you see my question about driving in the other stream? I left for a few minutes and came back, so I didn't see if it was answered or not.
Yeah, we did see it in the other stream, man. My advice to you was to always keep focus. Don't focus on what's just in front of you. Focus on what's behind you. Watch your mirrors all the time. You should be checking your mirrors every 5 to 8 seconds. And, it's... sometimes the problem on the road is not you, but rather everyone else around you. So if you can't just pay attention to what you're doing. You got to pay attention to how other people are driving. You need to be looking far ahead of you, for sure. Who was that? Just
CNT Film says, check out CNT Films Halloween.
Okay, well, I mean,
No, I'm just kidding.
There's some self-promotion. I don't know who they are, but cool stuff, man. Cool stuff.
To go back to the driving questions, I think Sean made a really good point. I'm a fairly confident driver. Sean is obviously a very confident driver. It's what he does for a living. But, my biggest thing when I'm driving is that I don't care what I'm doing because I'm confident in what I'm doing. I care about other people because it takes I've been T-boned by somebody and got in a really bad car accident right before I met Sean. And I was doing everything properly. It was the other lady who wasn't paying attention. So I'm always looking out for what other people are doing. So pay attention to your surroundings is one of the main things.
Absolutely. Honestly, the other thing I'll add on the driving thing, man, is don't overthink things. A lot of people overthink so much while they're driving, And it's one of the worst things you can do. Have confidence in yourself and your abilities, and you'll be fine.
Zach says, did you know when sorry, 1 second. I need to take a minute to concentrate because looking down at the phone while driving and it bouncing is like making me nauseous. Zach says, do you know when Maul kills Satine in Clone Wars Season 5? She was originally going to be pregnant, and her dying words would have been, Obi-Wan, he was yours.
I never heard about that one, Zach, I'm going to be honest, but I've heard of the rumors of Obi-Wan possibly having a unknown offspring.
Which would probably be addressed in the film, in the TV show that they're making.
Yeah, the Obi-Wan TV show is going to be littered with all sorts of different things.
They have a fucking gate up? What the
We can't even get in down by the lake, guys. They have a gate up.
What kind of
Which is too bad, because you can actually see the waves coming in.
It looks really pretty, too.
How about Tommy's Fries? Remember Tommy's Homemade Fries, Toronto Freddy? The place to go down at the lake?
He said, Simcoe! I'll be back, said ...
I'll be back, said ...
Yeah.
What's up, Alberto?
I don't think we missed anything from him, so sorry if we did.
We are getting ready to finish up, guys, here, so if there's any last questions or super chats or anything of that sort, now's the time. We'll probably be pulling into our driveway in about 5 minutes, so.
Jughead Jones says, I don't know if you saw my question about if you read Michael Myers fan fiction. Were you able to see it?
Fan fiction?
Yeah.
I'm open. Look, I think some of the best material that gets written is fan material. I think some of it is pure lunacy. But I think some of the best material that gets written is fan material. I'm a big Star Wars guy for myself. I was involved in a group writing project which lasted about 3 or 4 years. We wrote this connected story where one of us would start the story and we'd write a couple of chapters and give 3 options of what could happen next. And then you tag the next person in, and it's kind of like role playing. You take the next person in, they choose one of those 3 options and go with it, and then when you hand it off, you'd get to present 3 more options to the next person. So I'm always up for fan fiction stuff, dude, as long as it's high quality. More often than not, it's not, but now and then it is.
Whenever I hear fan fiction, I think of like the Twilight fan fictions and stuff, where it's just like literally girls writing like basically pornos.
Sam and Dean girls?
Yeah. Freddie says, I never really went down to the lake when I lived there.
Oh, wow.
What? What kind of fucking person doesn't go to a lake?
She's tongue-in-cheek with you right now, dude.
Am I?
Jade is very
I am. I'm
sarcastic.
I don't know if we can be friends if you're not willing to go to a lake. He goes, I was a kid. I guess that's an excuse.
Ooh, gas is 98.9.
There's 96.9 somewhere else earlier tonight. Alberto says, I was just copying Michael Myers.
Yeah, that Michael Myers guy has an interesting personality. He comes in here and ... I
would accept a super chat ...
Yeah, when's the day Michael Myers, who comes in here ... all the time, sends us a super chat ...
Flinner says, is the Halloween kill script more Scott Teams or Gordon Green McBride?
Oh, man. Well, first of all of them are titled on it. I don't have the details on that, to be honest, but I'll say this. The Halloween kill script, we've talked about it a bunch. It's a very violent movie. It's an ensemble horror movie. We've said it a bunch of times. It's not a movie that's just about Laurie Strode. It's a movie about the town of Haddonfield. You're getting very new, inventive shots in this movie that are creative, never been seen before in a Halloween movie. But you're also getting something traditionalists will love, in the flashback sequence, which takes up a chunk of the movie, and we go back to 1978. And when we go back to 1978, it's not just like them saying it's 1978. From what I understand, between what's written and what I've heard, it looks and feels like the original Halloween in that flashback sequence.
Okay, Saturn says there are girls that simp for Michael Myers. I don't even know what that means.
There are girls that what?
Simp.
I don't know.
I know that it's like a term that like young kids are using nowadays. I'm too old for this shit.
No idea.
Please explain to me what that means. I need to know all the hip new lingo. I'm one of you. Freddie says, please way less McBride. Then Zach says, do you think it would have ruined the Obi-Wan character if he had actually done that with Satine?
Not at all. I don't think so. I think there's so many people that are jumping at the bit to just, and most of Lucasfilm most of the people that criticize Lucasfilm are justified to do so.
Are we going to turn the camera facing us so that way they don't know where we live?
Might be a good idea. You know, actually we can do that now. So, most people want to criticize Lucasfilm because it's the fun thing to do. And, no, the camera just wants to. Most people love to criticize Lucasfilm because it's a fun thing to do. And at the end of the day, I don't think it would have ruined Obi-Wan at all. And I think if you look at the content that we've covered here on the channel and what's expected for that series, is it's going to be heavy. What is with people tailgating? Like, what good is it to get a foot and a half away from my bumper?
They want to kiss your ass.
Well, maybe when the light turns green, I just won't go anywhere.
Do a brake check, make them hit us.
It's heavy PTSD related. Let's keep up with the.
Jughead Jones says, how did you get the script?
Honestly, Mr. Jughead, very creative name. Like, who's ever been named Jughead before?
The Riverdale fucking people.
I'm aware. Sarcasm, babe. Basically, someone dropped it on my lap, man. That's how it went.
Somebody literally came to our house and went, not really.
Close, though. Not completely inaccurate.
Saturn says, I hope the MPAA doesn't have a problem with it. And he also says, I have the script.
How many pages is your script, Saturn?
Flinner says, definitely hope there's less McBride.
I can tell you right now, there is far less comedy in this movie than the other one. There might be a spot or two where there's a hint of it, but for the most part, yeah, no. The over-the-topness we see in 2018 is not there in Halloween Kills.
He also says, it means when you overvalue and defer someone.
Huh. Okay.
I still don't understand it. The Michael
Myers. Red, spooky.
Ooh. The Michael Myers account says, I've had my fair share of fangirls.
Oh, man.
And then he said, my script is 92.
Yeah, that's the one. Are we all caught up, or did we miss anything?
All caught up.
We're all caught up, guys. Last chance for questions here. We are about 2 minutes away from home or so. 2 or 3 minutes away from home. So if there's any last questions, now is the time to do so. Thank you for tuning in. I got to figure out if I can do anything about that other stream. And the support is greatly appreciated, guys. Can't thank you enough.
Greg Shepard says, I think Kana Hodder should play Michael Myers at least one movie. Opinion?
Nah, I'm not for it. Michael Myers isn't Jason.
Flinner says the other stream was uploaded.
Nice.
And then Zach says, do you think Halloween Kills will get a higher Rotten score and overall better reviews than 2018?
Look, the way sequels typically work on Rotten Tomatoes is not well. And I believe Halloween 2018 has a really good tomato score. So I'm going to say it's going to be about the same. But in my opinion, Halloween Kills, from what I've seen and heard and read, feels like if it was executed properly, should in fact be a better movie.
And we're all up to date.
I mean, we're all...
Oh, wait, we got another one. As soon as it wants to load on my phone, since I can't read that tiny little writing.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to do this alone. There's no way you can read that.
Jughead says, is there a way I can find the script online? If so, can you link it in the description?
That's not how I got mine, man. I'll point you to the same place I tell everyone else. I'm sure someone on Reddit's, sticking it out there, showing it off. Showing their dick in a box.
Freddie says, really happy the car is driving well for you, with a winky face. Thank
you very much, good sir.
We're really happy with it. I'm really happy with the sunroof portion. Flinner said, you said this... sorry, one second. I need to concentrate again. You said the reason Gordon Green came back to direct the sequels is that he was given the chance to end it how he wanted. What was that? Do you want me to unroll my window so you can see it?
Yeah, you're going to have to. I don't know, dude, because I don't know how Halloween ends. But I can tell you one thing. Autonomy, which means basically another form of creative control and how much say someone has, is the number one reason why Gordon Green came back. He wanted to be able to put his stamp on it. And if I had to guess, these fuckers, whether we want them to or not, are likely going to kill off Michael Myers. I don't want that to happen. I don't think it should happen. But in all likelihood, it's probably going to happen.
And then Flinner says, I'm assuming you mean he gets to kill Michael. Triple Stacks then said, hey, as we're ending the chat. I'll be back said, Rotten Tomatoes is the worst thing to happen to cinema. Why can't people judge movies for themselves anymore?
I'm okay with Rotten Tomatoes, man. My big thing about it is just because someone says they don't like a movie or they love a movie doesn't mean that you have to hate a movie or love a movie. Your opinion is of your own, and no one else's opinion should change your opinion. That's the problem, is people end up seeing, oh, so-and-so said they hate this movie, so I have to hate it too. And it's just kind of like, where the fuck does that logic come into place? I don't get that logic whatsoever. I've never understood the whole let's follow the leader for... All right, guys. Sorry I cut out there for a second, probably because it reconnected to the home's Wi-Fi. That's going to do it for us tonight. We'll probably do some more of these live drive-along things. AMA, not too often, maybe once a week, once every couple of weeks. It was a lot of fun. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel on the level you did. Look out for some news on the Halloween 4 sequel fan film, a teaser poster, which is already being worked on, and so much more, guys. We appreciate it. We love the community. That's going to do it for us. For Jade, I'm Sean. Don't forget to check out our social media, Twitter, Instagram, Fandom Empire Now. Check out our Facebook group, the Fandom Empire Den, Fandom Empire page, Halloween Kills 2020 page, and so much more. Ooh, the light is haunted. And in the words of Fandom Empire, na 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 na.
You done?
I'm done. I'm done with you. Oh.
Don't even joke about that.
I'm kidding.
I love
you. I'm sleeping on the couch, apparently. Good night, guys.